Hey, welcome back, YouTube. This is Francine with Grow From Within. Um, I hope you can hear me clearly, and hopefully the counter is not sticking and it pausing and all that good stuff. So I felt like I'd come back on here and do another video. It's been a minute, so just trying to sort out in regards to my other projects that I do, and as well as my channel. My channel is usually something that I use as a tool to heal my throat chakra, my communication regarding, past traumas that I experienced in different situations. Really, one situation that turned into different situations. Anywho, I welcome everybody to the channel. And mostly, again, this is how I connect my everyday uh, things that I've gone through, previous issues, situations connected with the Bible. And so it's just, again, like I say, uh, by experience with the messages brought to me, from within by way of the Holy Spirit who resides within, you know, uh, I just like to share how we can connect uh, the Most High's Word with our everyday living, basically, if that makes sense. In a world so busy, people don't really take the time to go within. It only takes about a couple of minutes, to do some praying or meditation, even either way. But most definitely, I'm at peace when I do this. It's a passion for me to do this. I've always wanted to be open out in the front to speak about the Most High God. I've always been like this as a youngster, but it was suppressed in many different ways. So now that I'm able to speak about the Most High, here I am. You know, I'm doing it. So most definitely, just let us all stand in doing well with the intentions of doing no harm to each other. Then we can look forward to being blessed in the way that our Creator intended for us to be blessed by Him, and you know what that means. So I just wanted to give you a facial real quick. This is me. Um, uh, I'm well. Just washed my hair, got on my little boppy thingy, majigger. So yeah, but most definitely, let me get to the message here today. Um, Today's message, or this evening, I want to talk about how the Most High told us to be authentic. And so it's really interesting to know that uh, the way everything is playing out in my life is in a literal form. To live life is to feel life, and to feel life is to bring about our own creations. So I'm bringing about my own creation to really feel my, a portion of my living. Of course, it doesn't, it doesn't speak for all aspects, but you know what I'm saying. And as we are co-creators with the universe, most definitely, the Most High wants us to push our own authentic creations, not steal somebody else's work. I've been on YouTube, and you've probably seen my channel. I pop up on different channels, and whatever interests me, I'll look at it because I'm an analyzer. I'm a researcher. I like to look for stuff. I like to hear people out, just depending on my interests. But that can also change. But anyway, you probably seen me my channel heading on different comments there, and I've seen different people's creations, which is great. I'm so proud of people. I mean, we've got different creations. Nobody is uh, really, well, from what I've seen, the fussing and the fighting, I've seen some of the craziness, but when I hear my peoples talk about other people taking their creation, something they pushed from within them, and they use it to get monetary gain somewhere. Do, Whoever's doing that, do you understand that you have to repay? You gonna pay for that. You will have to be held accountable. It may not be, I'm telling you, spirit sees everything. And again, we all will be held accountable for everything that we've done. Me, you, and everybody else. The things that we've planted out into the earth, the seeds that we push, we'll reap that actual harvest for whatever you've planted, if you can feel what I'm saying. Any Anyway, um, the message is similar to that. To be authentic is to, and this is just my description, this is my opinion. To be authentic is to open yourself to yourself, and then let the gifts of the Most High come through. So, again, to be authentic is to open yourself to yourself and let the gifts of the Most High God come through. So, when this happens, there's uh, a comfort that also comes with it, in my opinion. So, when you are, uh, you know, uh, mm, I just had a brain fart. Anyway, as we unleash our talents, then usually we become aware of a vision. We get this vision from within of your personal, uh, whatever it is that you're trying to put out into the earth here for humanity to see, for humanity to take from, for other people to learn from, hopefully, or even have fun with. But I can say, with confidence that I have finally stepped into my life purpose, which means that I am doing, the Most High's will for me. And so, basically, if we look at, let's see, I got this from the book of Enoch, as the Most High told us to be authentic, right? So I'm going to go to the Slavonic Secrets, and that's in Enoch 2. So this book that I have has 3 volumes, 1, 2, and 3. So the second volume, Enoch 2, and that's chapter 61 and that third verse. And it says this: Hear my children, small and great. When man puts a good thought in his heart, it brings gifts from his labors before the Lord's face. But if his hands did not make them, then the Lord will turn away his face from the labor of his hand. I know y'all get that. You understand that? So I got, yeah, my counter is sticking in. Anyway, let me repeat that, because I see the counter was going back and forth to 3 and 4, 3 and 4. So I'm going to repeat that again. Hear my children, small and great. When man puts a good thought in his heart, it brings gifts from his labors. Okay? It brings gifts from his labors before the Lord's face. But if his hands did not make them, then the Lord will turn away his face from the labor of his hands. He basically telling us that he's aware that it was stolen. That's all this means. The watchers are going to go and report who's doing what and who took what from who, so that so that it's repaid, if that makes sense. Now, the remaining of that scripture goes, let's see, where did I leave off? Where did it go? Okay. And that man cannot find the labor of his hands. So that's the additional part. That man would not be able to find the labor of his hands, meaning that's the big P, that's poverty. You won't be able to see the monies coming from somebody else's creation. The Most High will assure that a messenger, an angel, something unseen will go about and do what it do, and God's will be done. Feel me? So that's basically what it says. And then also, moreover, if we look at it this way on a more personal level, uh, if his hands made it, meaning if something, say for instance, I created it, that's what that is. If his hands made it, made the creation, but his heart murmurs, and his heart does not stop, murmurs incessantly, he does not have gain, no advantage. So on the personal level, you can put in work, go to work, whatever you're doing, but the complaining, if you got the complaining going on, then most definitely, that's odd. If there's complaining going on, then you really don't reap the benefits on the personal level. Okay, so it says here, if the murmurs incessantly go on, then there's no gain, there's no advantage. So you're working for nothing. You're working yourself to death for nothing. So I see how others around me, kind of played their part. Looking back on things, I can see myself in others, and so I I can see how going to work and complaining and everything at work about stuff, it didn't get me nowhere. So at some point, I really didn't do it, and sometimes I tend to jump on the bandwagon. If somebody started the complaining, then there I was, add my 2 cents, which was not a good thing to do. Anyway, the complaining and griping and negative mentality about your job, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. If we're gonna do our job, let's do it with a happy heart. If we're gonna do a project, let's do it with a happy heart. You know. Um, when it's not clear that this behavior, was not good, that's when I did it. It just wasn't clear that I was doing it. If I'm making myself clear, sometimes I can speak backwards. I'm a little dyslexic. Um, so for not forgive me, but kind of expect it. Every now and again, I'll do that. And I've done that all my life and never understood why. Now I know. I can feel the conviction of myself though. At times when I would complain and my convictions would get louder. You know what I'm saying? But as I noticed that what I was doing was not going to help me, then I had to kind of check myself, like, you need to chill. Stop complaining, just do the job, you know. So that's what I did. I would just do my thing, hold my head down, and just push my work. Anywho, um, when it comes to, you know, plagiarism, and that's basically, you know, what stealing, you know, taking somebody's information and using it. It's basically, you know, stealing. So in layman's terms, yeah, it's theft. Notice how people, you know, play around with the word copycat. Like, you know, okay, copycat can be a little cute term, you know, uh, a way to express something just in context of a sentence. But again, copycat basically is theft, plagiarism, using somebody else's style. Okay. And the Most High did tell us, He said, be authentic in all you do. Now, it's important to recognize the wordplay for what it is. Most High tells us, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. Okay. That's Hosea 4:6. So I'm grateful that I had the motivation to really read books over the years and connect different meanings to different words, and to also find that when you look up a secular term based on a biblical term, and there's others, the meanings can change. The definitions will also change as well. So knowing that, it helps you out in the long run. So, you know, I'm just grateful to have that. Nevertheless, just be prepared to, you know, stand your ground, you know, in which I got 1 Peter here, which is, let's see, he says, uh, hold on, y'all, give me a minute. They are surprised that you do not join them in their reckless, wild living. Hmm. Let me connect that, because I think I was writing and my mind was just had a lot to, you know, to say. I have a lot in me. Sometimes my hands can go before my thinking. But when we don't when we don't jump on the bandwagon, when we don't do what everybody else is doing, when we tell people, no, I think that's wrong, or something like, basically, that's stealing. No, I'm not doing that. Then you become their enemy. That's what this is basically saying. 1 Peter 4 tells us that, you know, after you deny different people or groups, it could be family, friends, or whoever, and you don't want to roll the way they roll, then you become, you know, an enemy. And Peter tells us why you become the enemy. So that's the connection right there. They are surprised that you do not join them in their reckless, wild living, and they heap abuse on you. So, but in my case, you know, of course, uh, that's exactly what happened. And I was cool with it. It was something that I told the Most High, okay, I asked you to use me as a vessel. And that's exactly what He did. And he's still doing that right today as I'm healing from, past things that I experienced, that now, I could talk about, a lot of my experiences, and they no longer, even bother me to the point uh, as it did before. And I must say that the Most High is so merciful and gracious, because He sends you what you need when you need it, especially when you ask for it. And Lord knows I was praying for some assistance, and He sent that help. He sent that help. My benevolent ancestors, my angels, they right here. They right here helping me. So I'm grateful. I know that message was a little fragmented. Again, I'm not on here to be perfect. I'm on here just doing me. And so, because I can't be perfect doesn't mean that I'm going to stop, because I'm not. I'm going to keep going until the Most High tell me to stop. Now, choosing my time uh, between the other projects that I have, that's just basically the only thing. Because some lady contacted me in the comments and asked me, was I okay? I don't know if it was sincere or if it was just uh, somebody hiding behind a different account to see what I'm doing. Either way, I still responded with respect, but at the same time with a boundary to protect my energy and myself. But I just responded and let the person know that I'm well, but at the same time, yeah, I'm just all over the place on my different things that I'm doing, my projects. I'm just having a ball with life at this point. And when my boo thing come in my life, the Most High is sending me, uh, He's gonna choose this time. In other words, because the choosing that I've been doing, it ain't been doing. It ain't been doing. You hear me? So this time, the Most High is gonna choose, and this was gonna work uh, all the way until death do us part. You feel me? And and we gonna live long. So I ain't even looking forward to the D right now. Death word. We're not doing that. Most High said I have a great work to do on the earth, and I'm gonna do it. That's what it is. So most definitely, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll come back with another video, and I love you guys. You can like, share, and subscribe. Um, Again, my videos are my videos. It's my own, creation. It's what I have to say. It's what I feel that uh, would be a contribution to somebody else who may need to hear a word of, you know, kindness. You feel me? So most definitely, yeah. Let me get out of here and come back with another video. Uh, yeah, love you guys. Deuces.